Your personal information is being sold online right now, not by hackers, but by data brokers, companies you've never heard of that collect your personal information and sell it. There are hundreds of these sites gathering your phone number, home address, your relatives' information, even your browsing activity, and once your data is out there, it spreads fast. That's why scam calls know your name. It's how strangers can look you up in seconds. And trying to remove your data yourself can take hours per site, with no guarantee it stays gone. Aura does it for you. They automatically find your information and send removal requests to over 200 data broker sites, then keep monitoring to make sure it stays gone, because your data can be relisted at any time. With Aura, you can even see where and when your data was found and removed. The longer your data stays out there, the more it spreads. Try Aura for free at aura.com/hidden. That's aura.com/hidden to try Aura for free.
Welcome to the Instagram stories for Friday, June 21st. I'm your host, Daniel Hill, and this is the weekend edition of the show. We're going to start off with some TikTok news, and the TikTok news is all about Taylor Swift. I want to take this opportunity to remind you that I am a very big Taylor Swift fan. My favorite albums are 1989, Reputation, and Lover. Folklore and Evermore are not so much favorites, and I really was not into Tortured Poets. Maybe one day it will hit me and I will love it. That day has not come yet. Before we dive into the relevant news, just a little bit more context. Do you remember when Universal Music was not on TikTok for several months, but then all of a sudden Taylor Swift got her music on TikTok again, and then a couple of weeks later the rest of the Universal Music catalog was added back on to TikTok? I say this all because it's clear that Taylor Swift and her team recognize the importance of TikTok when it comes to music. TikTok posted on their blog that they are thrilled to announce the next phase of its in-app experience celebrating Taylor Swift with the launch of the hashtag TS The Eras Tour, which is the first interactive in-app artist experience and longest running for an artist to date. This new update to TikTok gives Swifties the chance to win album-branded profile frames and collect digital friendship beads to build the ultimate friendship bracelet. I just want to pause and give a little bit more context that Swifties are quite into making bracelets and sharing them at concerts. As part of this, each week fans have the opportunity to complete new album-themed tasks where they earn theme profile frames and digital beads to create their own in-app friendship bracelet. If you complete all 11 weeks of tasks, you will receive a celebratory final Swiftie profile frame. I'm saying this news because it shows another data point of how important Taylor Swift recognizes TikTok is to the future of music as a whole. And therefore, when you are making videos, think about how you are incorporating music as well. And now let's do a little bit of TikTok strategy. If you are creating videos for the platform, you might be struggling with what type of videos to create. You might create videos that you think are important, relevant, showcase your skill and expertise like I do. Then you only get a couple of hundred views on them, and maybe you get kind of frustrated. TikTok has a tool that you may or may not have heard about that helps you figure out exactly what kind of content you should be creating. It's called the Creator Search Insight, and here's how to access it. Open up the TikTok app, go into the search box, and type Creator Search Insight. When you do that, you will see a box come up, and it says Creator Search Insights. See what TikTok users are searching for and get inspired to create. And there's a little button that says View. When you click on that, it gives you a list of suggested topics for you to make videos about. But there's also a button underneath that says Content Gap. This is very important. This is the content that TikTok needs but does not have enough of. And it has up arrows showing the interest level over the past, I think it's 24 or 48 hours. I'm not exactly sure how long, but it shows the increasing interest in that specific topic. So when I open up mine, there are some topics that I don't know anything about. For instance, it suggests that I make content about a spider hoodie green. I don't know what that means, but it's up 1,000% in interest level. They also have one called Instagram Story View Order, showing that people are interested in learning what order Instagram shows them stories in. And this has a 77% increased interest rate. I could definitely explain how Instagram stories are ordered. That's something that I could do easier than I can get out of bed in the morning. If you didn't know, Instagram stories are shown to you in the order that it thinks you are most likely to watch them. That was a 5-second answer. As I scroll through the list, there are other ones that I could answer. For instance, the search term mute story on Instagram has a 1,000% increased interest rate, and that's something I could definitely make a video about. To mute a story on Instagram, you just tap and hold on the story, and you have the option to mute that person's story. They won't know that you muted their story, and you can always go back and look at their story if you want to, but they won't get any notification whatsoever. I could have made that video in 10 seconds. All right, the point is, definitely take a look at these creator search insights. I'm sure you'll find something that you can make a video about, and then you can see how it performs. I'm saying this because we are both, and when I say we, I mean me making this podcast and you listening to this podcast, are going to commit to making a video based off these creator search insights. Just pick one of the topics that it gives you, make a quick video about it, post it up, add captions, and see how it does. The video doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to have perfect lighting, fancy editing, anything. Just make the video talking about that point, add the captions, and upload it. Okay, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Instagram expanding the possibilities for close friends to go live. So stick around. Oh, hey, welcome back. In Instagram news, they posted on the @creators broadcast channel, quote, "Time to go live with your closest friends. You can now broadcast to just your close friends on live. The notifications and visibility of the live broadcast will be exclusive to people on your close friends list, and you can have up to 3 co-hosts at any time, but they must be part of the original host's close friends list," end quote. And then they have a picture of what that looks like. I think this is a very interesting idea. If you use, for instance, WhatsApp or FaceTime to do group video chats, this might be something that you would like to take to Instagram instead, so that you have the opportunity to open it up to people whose phone numbers you might not have, but who are in your close friends list. Personally, I am over the whole idea of a live stream. During the pandemic, it was very interesting to me when I had nothing else to do, but now I can leave the house and go interact with my friends in person, so I'm not as interested in live streams. But this might be something that you want to do. For instance, if you have some kind of online community, you might want to go live to the people who are in that community and just those people alone. So therefore, you add your community members to your close friends list, and then you can go live just to them. You can experiment with other ideas, but that's the one that I came up with off the top of my head. In other news, and this is a pretty minor one, if you create a carousel in Instagram, if it has photos only, you can add music to that carousel. But what if you had one of those carousel frames as a video? Well, therefore, you would no longer be able to add music to it. However, Instagram has recently changed this. You can now add music tracks to accompany your carousel updates, even if they include a video frame. That's not that revolutionary, but if you're the kind of person who would use that, it's good to know about. And the last piece of news we're going to talk about today has to do with the state of New York and trying to keep kids safer online. The New York State Governor, Kathy Hochul, signed 2 bills. Number 1 is called the Stop Addictive Feeds Exploitation for Kids Act, also called SAFE, and a Child Data Protection Act. Now, these are just bills. These are not laws yet. Here is the quote from the bill. Addictive feeds are a relatively new technology and used principally by social media companies. Addictive feeds show users personalized feeds of media that keep them engaged and viewing longer. They started being used on social media platforms in 2011 and have become the primary way that people experience social media. As addictive feeds have proliferated, companies have developed sophisticated machine learning algorithms that automatically process data about the behavior of users, including not just what they formerly like, but tens or hundreds of thousands of data points, such as how long a user spent looking at a particular post. The machine learning algorithms then make predictions about mood and what is most likely to keep each of us engaged for as long as possible, creating a tailor-made feed to keep each of us on the platform at the cost of everything else. End quote. I want to say that that is a very good, concise, and clear description of exactly how social media platforms work. Now, this bill has not been implemented yet, but I will keep you posted as this conversation continues. Whatever is done online to keep kids safe, I am 100% in support of. That is going to do it for today's episode. As always, thank you for listening, and go check out the TikTok Creator Search Insights. Find a topic that people are looking for information about that you can answer, and make a video, add the captions, upload it, and tag me so I can see what you made. As always, thank you for listening, and be sure to come back next time for Mosseri Monday, where we talk about what the hit of Instagram shared on his Ask Me Anything. Let's do the rap song.
Let me tell you a couple things that you should know about me. A product manager but do not have a bachelor's degree. But actually that's factually a fraction of me. And other fractions posting content irregular and irrationally. Still probably won't get a job at the Gram. They forgot, they don't know, or don't care who I am. That's why you never see me at the parties and events. My lack of followers must make me irrelevant. Don't have a course of book to sell to make a bag of grand. Not a social media marketer, don't represent any brands. Plain to see, don't have an agency, but I got a lot of spam. Just putting in my work without the glitz and glam. Won't catch me eating fish unless it's shrimp or clam. No six pack, no wrist clap, there's a gym card in my hand. Don't have a full-time job, but I got a lot of plans. Stay plotting, dropping knowledge on TikTok and Instagram.